welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? Today's video is going to be a video all on the stuff I got in my Snarlsbox. If you haven't seen that video, it was me unboxing a mystery box from a company called Snarlsbox, who does mystery boxes. So it's going to be somewhere up there. Tried quite a few new products, did a two-toned eye just to fully test out a palette, and I'm pretty happy with everything. If you're interested to see how everything applied and whatnot, I will admit that I effed up a bit and half my video wasn't filmed. So if you're interested to see everything and how it came together, just keep on watching. I have a slightly different setup. I actually have my computer off to the side as my monitor, and I don't know how well that's gonna work, but I'm gonna do a quick before I hop into the makeup, because I'm gonna obviously film my intro when I'm finished. I'm just gonna go through the products that I'm going to be using, and then I'll talk about how I feel about them as I apply them. So working backwards, I have two lip options. I think with the palette I'm going with, I'm not going to use the Hank & Henry one because this is a red and this is like a neutral gloss. So probably going to go with the gloss. 3 liners. This one's from Design Dust Coat. This is a wine colored. Again, I don't know if this will go with the palette that I picked, but it might. And I have the black liner from Colourpop and the green pencil from LAJ Beauty. Colourpop false lashes. I don't think I've actually ever tried Colourpop lashes. Might not even do lashes, don't know. I have the KVD Beauty. This is the Go Big Go Home primer and mascara. I did try this mascara before, but it's been since it first launched, so it's been a while. And I have the Chi Chic Bronzer. This is in the 4 shade, the Hank & Henry blush palette, and the Kindr Beauty highlighting palette. I also have these 2 Hank & Henry brushes, which I dropped on the floor, so there's cat hair on them. I'll try this one with my eyes, and I'll use this for maybe highlighter. I don't know. It's a little too small for blush. It would probably work for contour if I had contour, but I just have bronzer, so we'll see. And then I have the Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. And then the palette I chose to use is this one from Mateo. I said it correctly on TikTok. I'm gonna say Mateo Beauty. It's the Photogenic Influencer, and it's just a beautiful blue-green multicolored palette. So I'm probably gonna do base and then eyes because that's the order I've been liking to do it. Well, maybe I should do eyes because I don't want to fall out. Nah, we'll do base first. Alright, so brows are on. For now, I'll touch them up at the end because I always need to do that. Which makes me wonder why I even do my brows first, but I like the framing that I get. So, I already went in with my moisturizer and sunscreen, so I'm just going to pop right into the skin tint. Tinted hydrating gel, whatever. It's been a very, very long time since I tried Bareminerals. I will be going in with a sponge. This one is a Sonic. It's a Target, the KS brand. I can't remember the name. She makes those noises and like she's not doing anything. Alright, so without even testing the shade, I'm just gonna go right into it. And that might be a little too dark. I think the sponge soaked up a lot of that, but blend it out. The color's not horrible. I don't know how I feel about skin tints. I use the Urban Decay one because that one actually has a little bit more coverage, but like I don't feel it on my skin. And like I would test this with a brush, but I hate how brushes make stuff look on my skin, like foundation wise. I'm avoiding the eyelid because I'm going to go in with an eye primer for the palette, so I want to give the palette a solid chance. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go in with just a little bit more. It's not horrible, it's just not a ton of coverage, and I can probably get a little bit more coverage out with my concealer. Which I didn't get a concealer, so I'm just going to use a different one. One little breakout right there, and it doesn't want to be covered. It's layering up okay, but I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera the difference between my neck and face now. But it doesn't look heavy. It's actually a very nice formula. very light. So if you're somebody who doesn't want a completely like caked on face, not that that's a bad thing, if you want something light and you can't really feel it, this is probably a good option for you. I just wish the shade was a little bit lighter. Let me see if my phone can show the difference. So I'm gonna insert a video from my phone where I'm showing just how the tinted moisturizer, whatever it is on my skin. So like I said, I didn't get a concealer, so I'm gonna go in with the NYX Bear With Me concealer. I've been trying this. I have it in, I want to say it's the lightest shade, 01 Fair, and it's not, you know, super light on me, but it's whatever. I kind of hate that it doesn't have a like a wand, but my face is breaking out probably because I haven't been taking my makeup off properly. This concealer is lighter than the Bareminerals, so that's nice. Alright, so far I am liking that combo. Guess I should finish blending out the makeup first, but I like that. I kind of hate when makeup feels tacky on my skin, so I typically go in with powder. I set my concealer regardless, but sometimes I don't powder my entire face. I'm gonna set the concealer though with the Anastasia Powder. I barely have anything left in here. I'm just trying to use it up, and I'm just gonna go in with a little puff I got from LAJ Beauty. So just a little bit of powder. I'm already creasing. That's what happens when you get old and try to be something on the internet. No, it's not bad powder. I've been using it for a very long time now, and I'm finally almost done with it. But I did get another ABH powder in my Snarlsbox. This is in the vanilla shade, but the one in the box was the translucent shade. Time to move into the bronzer. I hope this isn't too dark for me. I'm gonna have to go in with a very light hand. This is a Real Techniques brush. I am kind of worried that it's too dark. As long as it blends, it should be okay. And it cleaned a little bit there. Whatever. So, I like the color of it. It's a little, like, extra warm than what I normally go for. I've actually blended better on this side than it did on this side. I quite like that. I'm gonna take it a little bit on my forehead. You know, growing up, I always thought that I had a big forehead. But then I met other people and I was like, forehead's not that big. Alright, I'm gonna move on to blush. This is the Hank & Henry Blush'em palette. Actually, I don't know how well this is gonna go with this palette. Oh, fuck. I don't know how well this is gonna go with this palette, but you know what? I don't really care. Try this brush. This is a Spectrum A04 brush. I think I'm going to very, very lightly dip into the shade. Yeah, the shade. Very intense. I like that. I like that they went intense with it. You know what this reminds me of? This color is, I used to play in my grandma's makeup. I don't know if she had a blush really this shade, or she had an eyeshadow, something like that, and I just put it everywhere. That's really pretty. Intimidating? You gotta go in with a light hand. This side of my face is looking patchy, so we're gonna ignore this side and only focus on this side. This is my good side anyway. But yeah, I love that color. I'll do a little bit on my nose, a little bit on the sides. I love a super, super blushed look. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I went a little too hard with the blush. So, okay. Sponge is working on diffusing that just a little bit. Alright, and now highlighter. So this is the Kindr Beauty highlighter palette. There are 4 shades in here. I don't know what I want to go with. Like, that one looks really interesting, but I feel like that one's gonna match me the best. Okay, right off the bat, these 2 shades feel completely different. So this one is the more goldy one, and then this one is the speckled one, which has, as I tilt my hand, you see like a darker cast. That probably pulled too dark on me, but the shine on it is really pretty. I think I'm gonna go in with the more gold one though. And this could be the completely wrong brush, but this is the Hank & Henry, it says Francis on it, but I'm gonna use that for the highlight brush. There's a lot of kickback in it, and like I said, the formula just feels different. on both of them, but that is so pretty. Like, look at that. Ooh, I love that. Not too dark. I don't really see like a gray cast on me, so that's nice. And this brush actually isn't bad for highlighter. It gives a very diffuse highlighter look, so it's like all in my blush and all over my cheeks, but I kind of like that. And go above my temples. It's above my temple, above my brows. Temples are here. Above my temples would be my hair. I love a good nose highlight. I kind of want to just dip a little bit into this more marbly shade. Just see if I could add any more dimension on top. I don't know, did that make a difference? It did. Both those shades, very pretty. I like. Not that I need more highlighters in my collection, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, face is done. So just to help everything sort of mesh together, I'm going to go in with the Glowy Dewy Mist from e.l.f. The spray on this, not the greatest. It's kind of aggressive, but I like the way this feels. It does something magical to my face. Hopefully it does something magical to all these new products. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but you can see what I meant by aggressive. This was on the far left of me, and my glasses are all completely covered in that, and that's a kind of a be the clean off glasses, if you're ever wondering, but it's a good spray. So I am now going to pause. I'm gonna grab the brushes that I need, and then I'll be back zoomed in a little bit to do the eyeshadow. So I just quickly primed with my Anastasia eye primer. This is my go-to eye primer. It's the one that works the best for me, even though it doesn't always work for me, but you know, fingers crossed it works with this palette. So I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I know I kind of want to play with like the bluey greens, but like these purples are pretty, and like there's actually a wine, there's actually a color called wine in here, and I have a liner that's called wine. This pink's really pretty. Do I want to go like pinky? Ooh, I'll do a two-tone eye. I haven't done one of those in a while. Alright, so I'm gonna do like the pinky purple on one side, and I'm gonna do like the bluey green on the other. There's an idea. This is a very nice mirror. I like that. And also, please don't mind me. I'm doing a TikTok with this palette, okay? So I think pink on this eye, because this is my good side. Or is this my good side? No, this is my good side. Pink on this eye, greeny blue on this eye. I have a vast assortment of brushes, and I have even more, and I think after this I'm gonna have to wash my brushes because I'm gonna run out. Luckily for me though, I have two of the exact same brushes, so I'm gonna start with One Eye. Cat is scratching. I swear my cats think that they're digging to the other side of the world. They are also cutting grass outside, so hopefully my windows are closed, so hopefully that's not, you know, super noisy. I'm gonna start with Love. I'm gonna focus this right on the inner corner, maybe go halfway through the crease above area, and then on this green shot, and then on the green side I'm gonna go in with, I don't really have like a bright green. Maybe I'll go in with this color. This one is called Photogenic. So Love and Photogenic to start us off. That's very bright. I like that. That's very pretty. Looks a little bit patchy where I placed it down, but I think that could be the primer. So now I'm just blending this out, and it's actually blending very well, and I am not seeing any fallout. One thing I just love about TikTok is finding all these new brands to try out. Even if I got this in a mystery box, but that's, you know, that's the fun thing about mystery boxes. Kind of want to buy another one, but I know I don't need to. That is so pretty. I can't get over how pretty that pink is. I'm gonna pop over to this eye, and like I said, I'm gonna go into Photogenic. I don't know if it's going to match tonally, because this one's so bright. I don't know if this one's gonna be like bright also. Probably not, but you know, I will make it work. You know, liner, rhinestones, glitter, whatever I need to do. So again, just stamping that on. I do find with colors like this, generally are like, what am I trying to say? Patchy? No fallout. It's a good thing to also pack and before you start blending, because if you go right in and blend, you're probably gonna get a lot of fallout. That is so pretty. On my computer it's pulling very blue, but this is pretty green. I don't think I've ever done pink and like a greeny blue before. I've done pink and blue before. I'm gonna go back in with that pink shade just because I think I pulled this green a little too far. Yeah. Maybe I'll do a cut creasey thing. I don't know. I haven't done a cut crease in probably a little while. I love both of these shades. They blend out pretty well. They don't really seem patchy now that I packed on the color and blended it. First initial thing, it seemed a little bit patchy, but it's good. Now the question is, what the hell am I going to do? I think I am going to skip over to this shade. This is the color Wine. And then I'm going to just move right next door for the green. This is beautiful. I am pretty much out of matching brushes now, so I'm just going to take they're from the same line. One is just angled, one is not, and it will work just fine for me. So this is the Wine shade, and I'm going to focus this right out here. And then I will blend it in. I just want majority of it on the outer side. I have a little bit of gap left. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. As we can clearly see by how I start my videos, I have no plan for going in with it. But that's blending very well into the pink. I'll go back over with this brush I used with the pink and just blend that a little bit further. No additional product. And that's pretty seamless. I love that. And the lawnmower is getting closer to me. Now, like I said, I'm gonna go in with Beautiful. I wish there was more of matte greenish blue shades rather than so many shimmery glittery ones, but you know, it's actually a cute color story. So like I said, I'm gonna pop this on the outer corner before blending it in as I wait for the lawnmower to pass by. My whole thing is my eyes aren't even, so it's like, I think they're looking kind of even. Usually one side is drooping down and I just overly accentuate that even though I'm trying to fix it, but that blended in pretty well with the other green. So I'm really liking that. Exciting doing two tones. I haven't done that in forever. But now it's like, what else? What else? What else? What else? I think I'm gonna deepen the outer V's with these two shades. So this one is Sangria and this one is Nautical. Alright, I have these two brushes. They're kind of similar. I'm going to use these on the outer edge. I'm going to, like I said before previously, got rudely interrupted, and I go in with these two shades. So this one's very deep, and I'm just going to put on the outer edge just to give it a little bit of depth, and that's exactly what that needed. That is very pretty, all mixed in. And then same thing, I'll blend that out a little bit more, going in with Nautical. Obviously it's more of a blue than a green, but it's one of the deepest shades on this side, so hopefully I'll add just a little bit of depth that it needs. Oh yeah, I like that. I did the dark shades in two completely different directions. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. That's what I mean about I don't make my eyes even. Now the question is, do I want to go in and cut crease this? Like if I'm looking on the green side, I'm drawn to this. Maybe these two on my right side, and then maybe pull some purple. Do like lilac and cherry blue. Yeah, this one and that one. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my inner corner. Maybe I'll go back in with that highlighting palette and do that for my inner corner. I'm going to cut the crease really quick and then do that little doodad stuff, and then I will be right back. If you want a video on cut creasing, just let me know and I will do that, but it's gonna take me a minute to do that, so I'm gonna not do that in this video. Alright, so that's all I got working for me. I went in with my cellar water, cut the crease, then I went in with my primer, and I went in with the NYX glitter glue, and my eyelids are very tacky. So I'm first going to go in, I'm going to do the pink side first, I'm going to do the lilac shade, and then go in with the cherry blossom shade. So I'm going to follow as close to that line as I can, and I'm going to fade it up and out. That's really pretty. I like that with the pink. Right, I'm gonna use the same brush, flip it over, and go in with that Sangria shade. Oh yeah, that's gonna go really well together. This one's going on a little bit chunky, but I think that's the glitter glue. And you can just see kind of like a chunk here. Hopefully I can get that blended out. So I went back and forth between the lilac and cherry blossom shade just to help kind of blend that, and it's looking better. The glue just went a little bit funny, but it's all good. I'll go in with just my finger with that shade. And now the birds are gonna start. First of all, I am a complete idiot since I am using my computer off to the side to film my videos now. It did not tell me that my memory card was full. I didn't realize it was so full, and it didn't record anything past the cut crease. So I'm gonna just quickly walk through what I did, but I just carried the same shades from up above down below. So I did green on this side and purple on this side on the inner corner just to kind of tie it all together. So this is what I got. It's a very pretty two-tone look. I love these lashes. I'll explain what they are in a moment. Yeah, I am so bummed about that, and I do apologize, but I got a lot filmed, so hopefully not having the very end of the eye look isn't too big of a deal. I didn't include me doing my lashes on camera anyway, or liner or the gems or anything, or the lips apparently. So yeah, so really quickly I went in with the e.l.f. No Budge black retractable liner. I put that in my waterline and my tight line. I used the Colourpop Numero Uno liquid liner. This one isn't bad. I find that these dry out way too fast though, but it is a very nice black. I was gonna go in with the High Key Gloss from Kimchi, but the color was way too light, so I opted to go with Anti-Socialite from Sugarpill. Just a deeper, pretty like brownie red. I opted not to use the KVD lashes, so I went in with Big Mood from e.l.f. I used the Get Stonned Gems. This was one of their little starter packs. There's the basic ones, pretty clear colors, but I did that just on the outside and in the crease. And I cut up these Colourpop lashes to use, but they were just not big enough for the dramaticness of my eyes, so I ended up going in with the Kiss Style You Do You, which is very spiky and just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. But yeah, that I think covers all that I did extra. My necklace and my earrings are from Lovecraft Crypt. I have just a simple silver chain on that I found at TJ Maxx. My hair is an absolute mess. And my shirt is emotionally exhausted because that is what I am. This is from Philip DeFranco. But yeah, just a quick rundown of the products. I think the Bareminerals Tinted Gel Foundation, I don't know how much it's going to pick up on camera. Hopefully when I look back on it, you'll see the shade oxidized and it's just way too dark for me. So my face is a lot different than my neck. It's sitting really nice on my skin and I really like that. So maybe if they have an even lighter shade that won't oxidize too bad on me, maybe I'll consider picking that up. The bronzer, blush, and highlight, those three products, absolutely gorgeous. I love that. The blush was very intense, but it sort of settled down. It's melted into my skin and I am really happy with that. And as for this palette is absolutely gorgeous. Like, just look at the shades in here. Absolutely stunning, and I love the two-tone look I came up with. I do find that like these shades on this side, they kind of all blended into one, which isn't terrible because it means they blended well together, but they're not too much of a tonal difference on my eye than it was in the pan. But I really like how it came out. But that completes this video. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any video suggestions, let me know down below. I am open to any ideas, and hopefully I can stick to doing 3 videos a week now. Hopefully in September I can move up to like 4. I have lots of plans in mind for what I want my channel to become, so hopefully that will come to fruition. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me over on my other social medias. I am artistryxashh everywhere. I'm most active on TikTok, and I'm trying to get back into Instagram, but Instagram is just a hellhole. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you have an amazing day and night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!